RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
And last topic, and certainly not the least topic, the Benavidez brothers, had their card. The first time I think they fought together in a card in like how many years? It's been a while, they were in Phoenix, and then originally this was supposed to be David Benavidez versus Jose Uzcategui, but Uzcategui, decided to go take the recumbent EPO, and he popped dirty for that, and then he got a replacement opponent in Kyrone Davis. And then his brother, who hasn't fought in 3 years, Jose Benavidez, got what we perceive to be a jobber in Emmanuel Torres. Now I know me and P watched this shit, but I know LB, obviously you could definitely listen because there's some discuss that we had on this fight. Now the more interesting part of the card was involving with Jose Benavidez. Now in the whole build-up, obviously they made. Now it was good to see. At first, it was good to see him walking around without the knee brace and everything on there. Cause
I know it had no brace, no nothing. Like I had heard like the knee, like. You know what I'm saying? I had heard from a manager, like stuff like that the knee is better. He's done it like it's never going to be 100%, but right now the knee isn't bothering him like it used to. He's done a good job managing it and taking care of it, and doing the best he can, strengthening it and all that. So.
Yeah, but also the funny thing is too, and one thing and this is a problem that affects both Benavidez, is the fact that they said he blew up to like 230 pounds or some shit like that.
Yeah, he had to lose like fucking 70 pounds. Like what the fuck?
What the fuck? These cats are not heavy. David is, David can.
At least David's a big guy though. Benavidez isn't like Jose is not that big that he should be ballooning up to 100.
Hell no!
Wait. Who gained all this weight? Who was 230?
Jose. Not David. You would think
Jose was at junior welterweight.
He was at welterweight. Yeah.
He fought at middleweight last night.
Yeah, he didn't lose all the.
Kidding me? Like
it was the weirdest fucking thing. I was like, actually, how the fuck these Benavidez, I swear they better be training when they retire, because both David Benavidez was obese as a kid. Boxing was how he lost weight. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think Jose actually had that issue. That was the problem. I
seen those old videos of fucking David. He was looking like a Mexican Terrio.
Yeah.
And even Terrio lost some weight. Like, damn.
Yeah, but I was like, God damn, what was Jose doing? Like, yeah. I know the defeat to Crawford was disappointing, and it was a brutal knockout at well. But jeez, man, that just lets me know they're gonna have some issues in their retirement if they let themselves gain 70 fucking pounds like that. Good lord.
Damn, that's like Charles Barkley after retirement weight.
Yeah, because Barkley at his best was never a brolic cat. But Barkley was one of those you just kind of fuckers. Dude was you could tell he was with the shits. And he's still with the shits. But yeah.
Barkley food too much.
Yeah, but Barkley loves his candy too much, especially them churros. He likes to joke about.
King P. Nigga eat a bowl of damn motherfucking gummy bears for breakfast.
Frosted Flakes, thank you very much.
Oh man.
But Jose Benavidez though he faced Manu Torres, and Manu Torres is like a 17-3-2 fighter, 5 knockouts. Basically, dude was brought in to job. That was his role in this fight. He was coming in there, and this is middleweight too, like Pete says. Like, first of all, like, why you from welterweight to middleweight is like why the jump up in just 2 division? That's a 2-division jump. Like, why would you jump up that high? And
probably because he would have had to lose 90 pounds instead of 70 pounds. Like,
ding ding ding! I think we have a winner, folks.
And so the fight happened, Now, I actually thought that Jose Benavidez would at least get rid of dude. Like, it should be like, they're like, hey, 5 rounds, you get out of there. But a couple things happened. Number one, that knee being not being 100% again is real, because dude was dragging that shit for all 10 rounds. Like, dude was moving so funny, like in the ring, like his footwork is gone. Like he can't do it. There's no proper footwork with that dude. Like, dude, like, was dragging his leg, and it was hard, and it was sad to see. And then when he got close,
he can't move laterally for shit at all.
Yeah, that shit is done. Like, he was moving forward, and then when he got forward, he'd be doing that Joe Kazaki shit with his hands. Like, he'd be like boom, 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 boom. And the problem was Torres was picking him off. Like, Torres hit the shoulder roll. Like, Torres had a decent shoulder roll, which I was surprised about. I was like, oh shit. And he was popping dude's head back with counters. He was countering within those flurries. And you see Jose's head being snapped the fuck back. Like, I was just like, and the crowd was booing that shit too, because they were like, what the fuck? And Benavidez had nothing. Like, he was following him around the ring. Torres was just picking him off with a jab and counters, rolling off shots, counter. Like, that's how it went. Benavidez could not hurt this dude, not even once. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, yo, he looked like shit. Like I mean, he looked past, man. Like, he looked trash. And I'm like, PBC signed this guy? I was like, but then, like I said, it could just be a thing. Like, sometimes the matchmaking is a fail. Like, sometimes you perceive someone to be at a high level. I mean, Benavidez is 27-1 with 18 knockouts. Like, you would think he can get rid of someone like this. But yeah, no, it was. And the funny thing too is Torres. Once Torres knew that Benavidez couldn't really hurt him like that, dude started showboating. Like, dude was starting to do that bolo shit that Sugar Ray used to be doing at times, and it was just sad to see. And the Benavidez was just moving slow, dragging his fucking leg, trying to pin him against the rope. It was like wins. It was like wash, rinse, repeat. It was that bad. So, like, when that fight was over, like, I mean, I know you. Did you think Torres won? I know I did.
Absolutely, I absolutely thought Torres won.
Yeah, I thought Torres won clear. It wasn't even like at least it was like maybe 98, 92, 97, 93, somewhere around those lines. It wasn't a close fight. Like, Torres won that shit like clear. So the fact that there was two. So the fact it was a majority draw, and then the one score was for
90. Was it 96-94 Benavidez? Like, ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez did not win 6 rounds. Like, 3 is probably as much as you can give him, and even then, like I said, then that may be a swing round. But
this was the return. This was the return of the PBC draw. Oh, how we've missed you.
Oh, facts. Yeah, facts. And I was just like, God damn, like, Jose Benavidez looks so mid. And I felt for Torres too, because like, Torres was brought into job, but Torres was like, you know what? This dude has nothing for me. So let me just give him the business. Yeah, Torres.
And it's funny because I'm sorry, but Jose isn't worth wasting a PBC draw on. But I guess PBC's been good with their PBC draws this year, so they're like, oh, we got one extra in the bank. We'll just throw it at Jose. It's his crowd.
Yeah. But honestly, I think that draw might be a warning. It's like, look here, bro. Like, if Torres had any power, you would have been done. You would have been out of there.
And then this fool afterwards was like, oh, let's run it back. He was running. I couldn't, I was winning the exchanges, but he was running. I'm like, what fight were you watching? Like, what fight were you in? That wasn't the fight that we were watching. You weren't winning anything. And
the funny thing is too, is like, even in CompuBox, Torres landed more punches on him and landed more power punches on him and more jabs. Like, he dominated the punch stats, and it was clear that he was. And Benavidez was a 16-1 favorite in this fight. That's how bad. Like, he was like, this was dude should have been jobbing. Like, dude, like even Farhood was, I think, was the unofficial scorer, and he had Torres with. He gave the fight to Torres too. It was like 97, 93, I think he gave him.
You know, how the fuck could you not give it to him? Like, but then again, I forgot the judges. Yeah.
And the funny thing is too, Torres needed to win the 10th round of all cards to get the draw. If he didn't win that round, he would have lost the fight. That's how sad it was. Like,
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, Benavidez nearly got a gift win over a jobber that he couldn't handle. He couldn't handle movement. He couldn't handle nothing. And Jose's defense was leaky as fuck. He had no defense. Like, you would think that if your feet are gone, you'd be more inclined to be more defensively responsible. No.
I don't know, Jose. I don't know. I never found Jose all that defensive responsible. I mean, he was better when he could counterpunch a little bit, but he was still always kind of pretty hittable.
That nigga been mid, yo. Like, this is the same guy who was getting his ass whooped by Herrera in his prime. Not getting outboxed by Herrera, getting his ass kicked. There's a difference. When someone has you on the ropes and they teeing off on you with 4-punch, 5-punch combinations, and you still get a decision after 12 rounds of that,
And you know, the funny thing is, people were like, "We'll try this." This was before he got shot. So people were like, "Well, you know, his career could have been different if he didn't get shot." I'm like, the Herrera whooping was before he got shot.
Exactly, in his prime. So I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
Herrera getting shafted 2 fights that year, and the Benavidez one being worse.
Yeah,
is a crime to boxing.
Yeah, and Benavidez, if honestly, dude needs to do, first of all, he needs to give up this middleweight shit, because yes, PBC's middleweight contingent is weak, but you ain't the one that's gonna be in the mix. You ain't gonna do nothing to fix that. Yeah, if you want that Charlo fight or whatever fuck the next one up, you're gonna get annihilated. Like, you better go back to your normal division. I mean, and the funny thing too is, he's probably more serviceable at welterweight. I don't know about 154, because PBC's 154.
You'd be asking him to get hurt if he campaigns at 154. Yeah. So if he can campaign it at 147, do that. But anything higher, you just asking to hurt that man.
Right. Yeah. So So Jose needs to really sit down, and honestly, he needs to think about retirement. Like, dude needs to retire. Like, if you can't move your foot, if your footwork gets to the point where you're dragging your leg, and you can't laterally move anywhere, you can't do anything, you can't get yourself out of shots, get yourself out of range for shots. Like, you need to, something needs to be done. And you're off for 3 years. You need to think about retirement, like, before you actually really do get hurt. So. Yeah, that was honestly, it was such a bad performance. Like, it was disgusting. But it's like he's clearly diminished and delusional to boot. Meanwhile, though, David Benavidez, it was on par with him. Like, dude walked down Kyrone Davis and beat his ass for 7 rounds. Like, David understood the assignment. He knew what he needed to do to get, to force a Canelo fight, because he knows he's probably next up. The only thing I took from that fight was the fact that David Benavidez is so easy, for whatever, his opponents can easily push him off, which I didn't think could be a thing.
Very like even though Kyrone was getting his ass whooped, he was still digging in. He was still holding his own. Like, he was still pushing back at times. At least, he never was really withered. He never really withered. Like, he was still there the whole time. Like, he was still begging fucking Bredman to not throw in the towel.
Yeah, exactly. Though, but the thing, like I said, David Benavidez is not the type that you allow to hit you. Like, and David Benavidez was hitting that motherfucker over and over and over. Like Benavidez has mean combinations, but for the fact that he's so easy, he can be pushed away so easily, is kind of like that's kind of eye raising. Like, he Kyrone pushed him away, he'd walk in and he'd throw his combinations, and Kyrone Davis was absorbing a beating. Brad
He was talking shit the whole time, Kyrone. Like he wasn't phased. He was like, come give me some more. I ain't standing. He was like shake his head, mouthing off, like not like he was hitting him with everything, and Kyrone was just taking it and just like, you know what, fuck it. Like he was hurt a couple of times, but like nothing like too crazy.
Yeah, well, no, he was getting knocked around though, but he was clearly taking a lot of punishment.
I think it was the right decision for Brad to throw in. He honestly should have thrown in the towel 2 rounds before he did, but.
Yeah. I mean, Brad was actually, I think, crying too because he had to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
damn, you serious?
Yeah.
Well, because he was like in the corner, like he was like, Kyrone, look at me. Like Kyrone didn't even want to look at him. He's like, look at me, like show me something, or else, I gotta do it. He's like, no, I gotta do it if you don't show me something. So he was like, give me another round, and then mid round you could just say that wasn't going anywhere. He just fucking that towel flung he threw that shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. Davis was a late replacement. Like you shouldn't be putting your hopes and dreams on this kid like that. But maybe it's because he dude, got a draw against Darrell when, some folks thought he should have won. So maybe that's the extra emotions. He's like, damn, you might not get another big fight. No. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's pretty much what it was, man. And
then I know he probably still going over from the J-Rock loss the other day. So, damn, that nigga going through it. Damn, then Plant lost too, and he was picking it. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, So yeah, I mean, Kyrone Davis. I mean, he wasn't too mad. I mean, he wasn't mad at Brett for stopping. He was just mad at himself for losing. So it wasn't like, I mean, it was the right decision because, like I said, I mean, yeah, I know people like to say, oh, Benavidez, he doesn't have the power. He didn't knock him down. Like Benavidez can clearly punch. Like I don't understand why people think he doesn't have any power. Benavidez.
I mean, it's not that he doesn't have power. It's that like he lands a lot of thudding shit that obviously hurts, but you would think that like with all the shit that he landed on Kyrone that he would at least dropped him once, like because Kyrone was getting hit a lot.
Yeah, like Kyrone Davis.
But Kyrone got a chin though. Like Darrell could punch, and he took Darrell's punches, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like just because Kyrone Davis was getting knocked around by his punches, so it wasn't like dude was just like a fucking statue and just eating shots. Like Benavidez.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Benavidez has a lot of weight behind his punches. Like, so he was getting.
Most niggas that was damn 200 pounds when they was a kid do have weight behind their punches.
Facts. Yo, but yeah, I mean, after that, like, Kyrone Davis, he was like, yeah, I didn't like losing. I just have to get back to the drawing board. David Benavidez was like, oh yeah, I don't have too much to work on.
Benavidez was talking shit. He's like, I don't care. He don't care if Canelo. He's like, I don't care if Canelo's watching. I don't care what he thinks. And it was like, Charlo, you want to make the fight, but he's like, oh, he being too pussy. Like he called Charlo a pussy.
Damn! Wow. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Charlo need to fight this dude. Like, if both of y'all, if you aiming for a Canelo fight, Canelo's not coming back down to 160, and if he was, he wouldn't. You're not even a big enough name to make him do that. So,
right.
I mean, you're not even a bigger name than Spence.
Right.
Which is the person that he's like been on record as saying the only person he'll go down to 164 is Spence, and that's because Spence is coming up.
Yeah, so it's like, Charlo, if you really want this the Canelo fight, beating Benavidez is the best way to go about it. Because for some reason you're not gonna fight Andre at 160, and you're hell bent on telling this man stay broke and all the other shit, and you and Canelo are trading jokes.
That's not happening because one of them is most likely gonna get the fight in May. So they're both just going to be on some pick-me. Well, Benavidez doesn't care. He's made it clear he doesn't care. But Charlo definitely wants that fight. And so if he feels like there's a 50 chance of him getting it, regardless of whether he fights Benavidez or not, he's not going to fight Benavidez.
But that's the problem, though. Like, he's going to be rusty as fuck, done fought in like a whole year.
Here's the thing. I like, if Charlo does get the fight, I want him to like get in one fight at 168 and not just go in there first fight 168 against Canelo. No, get one fight in just to get the rust off, and then
how about a fight with Ryder?
Why not? I don't know if it's. I don't know if. I mean, I'd be
honestly,
cool with
that's the fight that they should be making like January for Charlo, and then at least he has a January fight, and then 3-4 months later you got a Canelo fight.
Right, yeah. So at least you got that going.
And honestly, Benavidez, he should be fighting again in January too.
Yeah, but
I'm just being idealistic here. This is boxing, folks.
Yeah, like have one of these guys to fight, so that they can put themselves in a better position to actually, get better fights, or or have it not be in question when they want certain fights. That's a foreign concept. Silly us for wanting that to happen. So it's always one thing, man.
But it would be just better if you got guys fighting against each other, and then the A side superstar guy says, okay, I'll fight the winner of this, because it feels like people earn a shot, and it builds up the fight more so than guys just fighting the Montiels and Davises.
Who's got the TV on in the background?
No, that's not me.
TV.
Or
nigga, that's you.
Yeah, nigga, that's you. What the fuck?
no, my bad. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh wow.
My computer did a pop up. I'm like, wait, what? Like, okay, I didn't think that was for me. I'm like, what? Okay.
Damn, then that bowl of Frosted Flakes, that sugar got your mind racing.
Yeah, nigga had booger sugar in that shit, though.
Yeah, yo, that motherfucker has some fruity pebbles with the blue caps and that shit.
Nigga probably walking around talking about, somebody pick up the phone. Yo, you was a damn fool, yo.
Oh man, that's some junkie O's. Mom, can I get some junkie O's? No, you can't. But my uncle eat them. Like, your uncle's a basehead, right? Nigga, chill. Like, eat some cornflakes like normal kids. Before I have your ass eat some fucking Raisin Bran. Junkie O's are now part of your well-adjusted breakfast. Part of your 4 basic food groups. High in protein and some other shit that you probably shouldn't be eating.
Right. Oh,
fuck
shit.
y'all niggas.
Hey man, we gonna get some Raisin Bran Junkie O's for you.
Right.
Oh man, y'all niggas be giving too much ammunition for the cartoon, bro. Like,
it's all good.
There's gonna be a cereal box in the background of King P room.
Oh, thank God for me. I think now the next stories are off me. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But so I do agree that both of them should fight soon, within January, February. But we'll see what happens, because Canelo's gonna pick one of them. So
yeah, and I think, like I said, and I'm leaning. It's gonna be him, or if it's not him, they're probably leaning towards Triple G, because Triple G is the only other.
If Triple G has a great performance against Murata, he could take it. That's why I almost feel like those two need to fight each other, because the only thing that's gonna be better than Triple G fucking knocking out Murata or beating him in a good fight is fucking Benavidez, Charlo fighting each other, and the winner get Canelo. Like, that's the only thing that could top that, because I doubt they're gonna fight somebody as good as Murata, or somebody they're gonna unify. Like, Benavidez don't even have a belt.
Right, exactly.
You think Charlo's gonna fight fucking Andre?
Hell no. And he should too.
Exactly. You think he's gonna get a Munguia fight? You see what I'm saying? It's like they kind of meant for each other, but they hell bent on saying, nah, I'm good. I've been said Charlo should have been calling out Danny Jacobs and make that fight.
Yeah, and Danny Jacobs is like, and then, of course, Danny's not going back to 160 like that either. He's like 168 or 175 type of shit.
Charlo's better off moving up to 168, man. Yeah, he's a big enough guy.
Danny's too busy messing around with Angela Simmons, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, like I said, Danny Jacobs, as I mentioned before, man, dude Dude, I think he benefited a lot from the DAZN deals because he moved to Matchroom before DAZN popped off, and then he got to this place where he got the fights he wanted because he moved right and he made a shitload of money doing it.
Yeah.
So he's chilling right now. He after
he kind of ruined his name in the last couple of performances.
He did.
He moved right until he couldn't move right anymore.
Yeah. Basically, after the Canelo fight where he got paid, and I'm pretty sure he got paid. He was just like, because I think he got. I mean, this was the whole field. That was the whole thing between him and Rozier, anyways, because he got paid and we didn't pay Rozier what he probably should have gotten paid, and it was a whole bunch of stuff.
Chance of
payday, you want payday?
Pay me money as a real trainer. Like, I'm paying you I'm training you, and I'm gonna give you the best chance to win. The nigga give me my best check.
Yeah, exactly. So
shout out to guys like Hagler who respected their trainers and made sure they was paid and taken care of. R.I.P. Hagler and the ones of his ilk who, looked out. Motherfuckers don't be respecting no trainers in boxing.
Absolutely.
Niggas think it's a game. I seen on Instagram Mark Breland got a seminar about the jab. I'm like, damn, and Wilder was literally in the damn gym with this nigga for years. Like,
yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. And now, like I said, Danny Jacobs is like, he's still a question mark because niggas don't know what he's doing or what he wants to do. Like you would think he would.
At least he made back up with Rozier though. I give him that.
Yeah, so
I don't know if it's gonna be his trainer anymore, but I'd rather see dudes, kind of squash their shit and be cool, and instead of the beefing and slick talk interviews like it's a K-Slave interlude for Street Kings. Street Wars. Sorry about that. Drama King. DJ K-Slave, Drama King.
That's silly as fuck, yo.
Like, fuck you niggas. You beefing.
Oh man, but I think we covered about pretty much everything that happened. Like, there was a lot that happened. That's gonna happen this weekend and definitely next weekend for sure. So I think we can wrap this up with our final thoughts. Pete,
I know y'all want to get y'all little football in.
No.
Yeah, at 45-10 right now, the Jets are down, so I don't give a shit right now.
Yeah, my game starts in about 20 minutes. So yeah,
you're getting them the Dolphins type of disappointment right there. I think it's a 45-10.
Whatever.
I mean, it don't hurt me. I ain't no Dolphins fan. I ain't no football fan. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I don't want you to cry in your bowl of damn Junkios.
Lord. I'm good.
See, he's good. Me, I'm just gonna be like, I gotta see if I'm gonna be good by 7 o'clock or so when that shit is over. See if I'm gonna be too pissed to go make cook for the week or some shit like that.
Fling whatever loud upward Let King P practice dodging that shit, and throw it down here.
Yeah, it depends. If they lose bad, I might
get mad into a microphone.
Yeah, I might throw some shit on the moon if the Eagles look and lose bad today. especially if my college roommate who's in August fan, if he calls me up and starts shit talking me like I know he's gonna do, So yeah, that's the life of a football fan though. But P, your final thoughts?
Very good week of boxing. Upset City, it was fun. We got our beatdowns, we got our upsets, we got our knockouts. It was a good week of boxing. Now we go on to the big stuff. Now we're getting into the real heavy lifting, the main event type stuff.
Yes,
I'm excited. I'm super excited for next week. It's gonna be a great night of boxing. Let's get it. That's all I got to say. Ring Gang forever. But we'll be with y'all through the whole way through the heavy lifting and everything. You know what I'm saying? We're strong. We're strong. Pat got us. Lift on Pat's shoulders. He got you. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Ring Gang for life. You know where to find us at ringgangradio.com. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. You know what it is.
Yes, sir. Hey, LB, your final thoughts?
Oh man, like King P said, it's pretty good weekend of boxing, and I didn't even see all the boxing, and so I might catch a Benavidez fights later. But I know I've been accused. Well, I'm not accused. Like I've said before, if you seen one Shakur Stevenson fight and you missed one, you didn't seen them all. And that's for boring fights. Well, it's kind of the same with Benavidez. It might be more exciting, but if you're fighting the same caliber opponents, it goes back to have you seen one Benavidez fight, you've seen them all. So I'll try to catch the fight. If I don't, then I don't think I'm missing anything. But other than that, shout out to all the big winners this weekend. Hopefully everybody could capitalize on these big moments that they provided for the sport. Just do it big. Shout out to the rest of the squad. I had to hit up Clanarchy this morning and be like, yo, give your dad the Rosado Munguia fight. Like, this is 12-round war, all action. Like,
yes, sir.
Definitely put that out there. Shout out to everybody else. Rome Top 5, PJ, the fight architect, Prolific Genius, who's working on the cartoon. He's been shooting me some images and shit, and we're getting that intro coming up soon. I'm glad, Scorpio season in the building. Shout out to Key Soprano. He got a new EP he just dropped, the Omeretta. Shit's dope. It's 6 songs. It's fire. He really tearing shit up. I like it better than his last album when we reviewed on here, and he had guest appearance early in the year. Shout out to DZ. And I think that's about it with everybody else. That's the whole squad. Everybody, Podomatic, Anchor, about to do it big. It's birthday week, so I feel like God really listened and gave me a real great birthday weekend of fights, from the Andre card to the Porter Crawford. So
yes, sir.
I think I'll be pretty good. So yeah, I'll make sure y'all just keep tuning in. Soul Wars, Shutterworth, Twitter, Ring Gang Radio, ringgangradio.com, all that shit. Take it away, Pat.
Yeah, man. My final thoughts are basically yes. Can't wait to actually go to a live boxing event. Hopefully that's great. And turns out great. Better than great. And then obviously, then the next day, having a big fight. Hopefully that will move welterweight forward. And then shout out to everyone that participated. The new people that are that are being exposed to boxing, and then somehow found their way to our podcast. So yeah, man, if you like what you hear, comment, like, subscribe, and then tell your friends so their friends can like, comment, subscribe, and then we can all be friends. Because like I said, we do this shit for y'all. We love this shit as much as anyone. So yeah, man. And of course, if you're feeling a little generous, we got a little links if you want to put something towards something you actually want to hear, you want to tell us. Let us know, man. It's on our website, ringgangradio.com. It's on our YouTube.
Get those donations up. You gotta see them likes up. I gotta see them donations.
Yes, sir.
About to shut this shit all down. Y'all niggas about to get a stick figure cartoon next. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Think I'm doing the top of the line animation for you niggas? Nah.
Absolutely, yeah, and we provide the voices and everything, and the stories behind everything. So yeah, if you're feeling a little generous, want to put towards our creativity, yeah, feel free to do that, man. And especially shout out for people on Podomatic and Anchor, listening to our stuff, the downloads, our plays that we get, man. Especially Podomatic. Y'all love us on there, man. We wish there was a way for y'all to let us know how much y'all love it, because we can clearly see.
Drop some comments, jump on the YouTube or something.
Yeah, exactly. As I said,
yeah, if I love someone so much, I want to see them paid too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's clearly our content resonates with a lot of people, but it's just it's kind of like we just don't know who per se.
Yeah.
We have an idea, but it's not like, it's like, yeah, like just let us know how you feel about everything. Especially our YouTube for sure, like, comments and everything, sub, just let us know. We're interested. That's pretty much about it for myself, Pat Scorpion, New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist, for King P Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot, who had to leave earlier. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.